guys, it's Ali. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. You may or may not have seen that Beauty Bay have given us face palettes. So I will be taking a look at the brand new Bronze Blush Glow palettes that Beauty Bay have just released. So a little bit of background on these products. So there are two shades to choose from, First Light and Charmed Life. And you can pick these up for £10. That's it, 4 large pans for £10. I'm definitely excited to see what the formula is giving. If you guys know me, I'm definitely a Beauty Bay formula fan, so I am excited to try this out. And the shades that are within my palette, which is Charmed Life, look absolutely to die for. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get straight into this palette. So this is what it looks like. It is just a quad palette. So we've got 2 blushes, a bronze shade, and a gorgeous gold highlighter there. This first blush shade here is Spice, and then we've got Cacao, which is the bronzer shade. Our highlight shade right here is Radiant, and then we've got the Rosewood blush right here. And I don't even know what I want to choose yet, but it does definitely look exciting. So I am going to swatch all of the shades for you. So we are going to start with Spice. So this is what Spice looks like. It looks to me like a terracotta brown shade, which if you know me, that is 100% up my alley. And then we've got Cacao, which is our bronze shade. And this is a deep brown shade. That is what it looks like. It's a bit cool tone for me as a bronzer, so I'll probably repurpose it and use it for something else. I definitely love my bronzers to be a bit more on the reddy brown side, so I will probably find another use for that. It's giving me contour or sort of like an eyeshadow. I love to use a deep brown on the outer eye. And then this is Rosewood, which is a nice rosy shade. And then this highlighter that looks absolutely gorgeous is Radiant. Where do I want to swatch Radiant? Let's see, maybe right here under Spice. So these are all 4 shades of this quad, and this is Charmed Life. I definitely am gravitating to these shades right here. I also really like the look of Rosewood. Or I don't know what I want to put on. I think with the look that I'm wearing, Spice might be the blush for today's look. But without further ado, or should I do one of each? I'll do one of each because we're here. We're here. I'm going ahead with a Beauty Bay brush. I absolutely have to, and you guys know how much I adore the Beauty Bay brushes. This is the BB 101, and I'm going to dab it into that Spice shade. Okay, so we do have a lot of pigment. And I'm just going to work that onto my cheek, this shade. I don't know how much I want to build it up, because I'm only packing it onto the edge of my brush right now, but I'm gonna try and work that in. Oh wow. Okay, so this is definitely gonna be my favorite shade. I think it's such a wearable everyday blush shade. I'm also gonna try Rosewood. Rosewood I've got on the back of a beauty blender. If you guys have been watching me, then you know that me and beauty blender blush application is, we literally go hand in hand. So this is Rosewood. I just think you pick up more pigment when you use a sponge, and you just have a little bit more control, and it just fits the face really nicely. So this is Rosewood, and here we have Spice. Oh wow. I'm definitely a fan of both shades, but I think I'm leaning more towards Spice. Personally, for me, I feel like Spice is the more natural shade for me. I feel like if I want an everyday blush, I'm going to go for Spice. If I'm looking for a bit more glam, a bit more out there, Rosewood is going to be that girl for me when I want a bit more of a punch of colour. Or if I'm just rocking a pink look, I think I'm definitely going to go and reach for Rosewood. The formula was absolutely a dream. That did not take long at all to apply. Definitely think the sponge application concentrates that shade a little bit more and you do get a bit more out of it. That's just my little life hack when it comes to makeup, but this is where we are with both. I went ahead and balanced out the two sides just so I did have an even face in terms of the blush. So I've gone in with a blend of both shades on either cheek, and yeah, I think the mix works. I've added a little bit of a bronze to my face as well, but we're going to go in with the highlight now, and this is the shade Radiant. And again, I'm using a Beauty Bay brush, and this is the BB104. This is just their angled brush. I'm gently going to sweep my brush into the pan, and then I'm just going to apply this where I would usually apply my highlighter. Okay, so this is definitely a more subtle highlighter, and if you do want to sort of pack that shade in, then you will concentrate it a little bit more, which I've just done here to get a bit more of that gold out. And I do like that it's not intense straight off the bat. As you guys can see, you could just build that up. And I'm just going to sweep that in a C shape right here, just to add a little bit of a natural glow right there. So this is what the highlight looks like. I think it's very pretty, very flattering on my skin tone, and I'm just a huge fan of it. So I'm just going to use my finger, and I'm just going to take a little bit of that and just put it on the tip of my nose, blend it out like this, and then just go ahead and apply a little bit on the bridge. Gosh, we are sparkling. And then I'm just going to even out both sides like this. I am curious to see what the cacao shade will look like on my skin, so I am going to experiment a little bit more than I normally would. I'm taking a little bit on this brush. This is actually a blush brush, and it's the Beauty Bay Make Me Blush, and I'm just packing in some of that product. I just want to see what this shade does look like. Yeah, so it's definitely more of a cooler shade, and this is just the teeniest amount of pigment that I've put on. So that is what the shade looks like. So this is the finished look that I've gotten using this palette, and honestly I have really enjoyed this. I think my favorite thing about this has got to be the Spice blush. I think this is such a complimentary shade for a skin tone like my one, and it just works. But again, that blend of Spice and Rosewood is also another shade that I really like. I do think that Beauty Bay could benefit from adding a couple more palettes within this line, just so we have more to choose from than just the two, because obviously that bronzer shade is not going to work for everybody. For me, again, it's a bit on the cool side, and I would prefer a much warmer, ready toned bronzer. This one is a bit on the contour side for me. But overall, a £10 face palette that has 4 large pans. A little bit of a no-brainer. I just do wish we had a bit more variety. I do hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember, if you are looking to pick this up, I will have a link in the description box down below, and it does retail for only £10. So yeah, if you guys do go ahead and pick this up or pick up the other palette, then go ahead and let me know in the comment section down below. If you did enjoy this video, don't forget to leave a thumbs up, and I hope to see you guys in my next video.